I'm Marianne McGuire of Let Go Know. So I'd love to share a few tips with you about keeping a high vibe around negativity. People who are being negative, speaking in a negative way. I think it's really important to address this because it can really suck your energy and leave you feeling very low. And I would suggest we need to honor ourselves and protect our energy. And so what I would say is, if you can at all, detach yourself, remove yourself from those kinds of situations and those kind of people. I totally understand. It's simply not possible some of the time, but a lot of the time it is. So, tune in with your intuition and see where you need to make changes and just acknowledge it, and I really will get on with it. You will thank yourself later. Now, that being said, if you can't just cut ties, then there are two things really. We have two options, don't we? The first one is to collapse into it. So really allow it to take over. You get really depressed about it. And, oh my God, I can't stand this, especially if you're sensitive or empathic, because it can get on top of you. But the worst thing you can do is to add more energy to the situation by constantly allowing a loop of mind chatter to run in your head about it. Because then you've got the situation of the negative talk or the negative people around you. But then in addition to that is the energy that you're adding to it, and it's just fodder to that particular. It becomes almost like an entity, because you just keep talking about it. So I really suggest you do not collapse into it. The other thing you can do is to be neutral. Be neutral. This is so comforting. Don't give it any importance. Don't give it your importance. So this is what I'm talking about. Instead of collapsing into it and going, oh my God, this is awful, what am I going to do? Just be neutral and stop giving it so much importance. Because then what happens is you change the energy around it, and all of a sudden it changes. And what also can happen is when you're yourself, you don't have to be all madly positive all the time. Just be yourself. You entrain people around you. So if you let go, be neutral, don't feed their energy, because that's resistance and you're adding resistant energy to the situation. Just shake it all off, take a deep breath. I'm not going to be affected by this. You keep doing that. That excess energy falls away, and you will find that people around you will begin to entrain to your energy. So they kind of let go a bit more, and they start maybe, well, what's he or she so positive about? And they let go as well, because you attract energy into your life and it coheres. So if you're of a particular mindset, then that kind of energy will be attracted to you. So if you just be neutral about it, then there's nothing to stick. It can't stick to you. So you can just let it pass by you. So be neutral, just let the energy pass by you. Do not meet it with resistance, because I don't know if you've found the resistance of this, or any kind of pain indeed, can be worse than the pain itself. So the resistance of this, where we make a big story up out of it, that's worse. You're just adding fuel to the fire. But there's a third thing I'd say. There's a third thing you can do. Use this as a glorious opportunity to anchor yourself in the present moment, and use that as a portal to meet yourself. And anchor yourself in yourself, because there is a part of you inside that has never been touched by suffering. There's a part of you inside that has never been touched by suffering. You use this as an opportunity to connect with that part of you, and you are protected. You're protected from that negativity. In fact, it's beyond protection, because who you really are is beyond protection. You are so strong. You are so magnificent. Connect with this part of you inside of yourself. Oh my God. It just doesn't, all of a sudden, what you were worried about, the negative people, it falls away. So I really wanted to share that with you. I made a few notes. I'm just going to reference them because I don't want to leave anything out, because I know this is a big issue with people, and I know I've been through it myself. So I scribbled down a few notes, and I want to make sure that I'm, own your power. Own your power. This works. This isn't some esoteric concept. Oh, connect within. No, you connect within, and people feel it as well, and they kind of stay away because you're not entraining them. You're not attracting that type of energy anymore. You're vibrating at a different rate, so to speak, because everything's energy. Your thoughts are energy, your energy, and the negative talk that they're doing or whatever they're doing, that's energy too. So you don't want to meet that with resistance, you know? Because sometimes we can feel, we look outside of ourselves for fulfillment, and also you have this kind of feeling, I have to fix the world before I can relax. It's an unconscious kind of an inner child thought that, okay, when all the politicians are sorted out and everybody around me is nice and positive, then I can relax. And I'm saying, no, you need to relax first and hand everything else over. You know, it's all fine, and don't try to get into fixing mode, because people don't want to be fixed. I'll just focus on yourself. And then what I've said here is don't label or give it too much power. So I think I've explained that. Don't give it too much power, because then it just builds up. The mind chatter, and it's no fun at all. And it's even that kind of resistance is worse. The mind chatter will take over. So tune in and ask, what's the main feeling? Tune in to your inner child, to your intuition, and go, ooh, this is really bugging me. So, okay, great time to shine the light of your awareness on a limiting belief. What's going on? Close your eyes, tune in. And for example, what can come up is, I feel that they will swallow me whole because they're more powerful than I am. That kind of a judgment might come up. Amazing. You've just found a limiting belief. Fantastic. Celebrate it. Because very often, this limiting belief like this would have come from childhood, obviously. We can feel judgmental people are more powerful. Spiritual people, empathic people, you know, kind people who want to change the world can very often feel that judgmental people, you know, narcissistic people and negative people have more power. And it's simply not true. It takes a lot of courage to be kind and good and want to change the world. And you need to stand in your power and own who you are, and own that you are a courageous person just by living the life you're living. You're doing your best. You want to make positive change in the world. That's amazing. Not everybody's doing that. So that's amazing. And I honor you for that. And that's what I'd say again. Belong to yourself. Don't give your power away. Belong to yourself. Don't think that anybody else owns you or anybody else has more power over you. And then if you can, a few practical tips. Replace. If people are being negative and you're able to detach, remove yourself from it, replace that energy by joining a lovely positive group, for example, or, you know, an in-person group or a club or something. Replace it, you know, start to visualize yourself attracting positive, light people, and it will happen. If you place your attention on it constantly, it will happen. And it's not your job to fix others. I made a note of that. I scribbled down about 8 key points here, and I don't want to miss any. It's not your job to fix others. Because sometimes, and I know this happened to me, you can take on the role of emotional caretaker for people. For example, family of origin. And you think it's your job to make them happy, heal them, because maybe you feel that there are people in your life who are sad, depressed, whatever it is. And what I'd say is you really do have to look after yourself. It is not your job to be emotional caretaker for everybody else and leave yourself last. Because very often that can lead to you just attracting this kind of negative energy. So again, I would say, don't give your power away. Don't give your power away. Keep your power, accept that they're at a different level. Not good or bad or right or wrong. They're just at a different level. Negative people are just at a different level. Just accept it and keep your power. And then be great if I could read my own writing. Shift your attention Know that you are, oh yeah, sorry about that. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are worthy of happiness and shift your attention away. So let it go, and ways you can let it go, like very physical ways, shake it from your body. You can smile, dance, just get rid of the negativity, because very often certain types of negativity, they get lodged in your energy field and they get stuck, and it's a bit cement-like. So you've got to move your body and shake your body and literally dislodge that energy from your energy field. And then you're going to feel so much better afterwards. And then, oh yeah, Epsom salts bath, for example, lavender, a little bit of bicarbonate soda, if you really feel, so that's a physical thing you can do. Also, you can smudge the place, burn some sage, why not if it helps? And then lastly, from a practical point of view, you can protect yourself by envisioning a shaft of pure light coming down from above and completely enveloping your physical and energetic body. And while you do this, ground yourself. It's very important to feel grounded as well, because then, you can just drain it all away, drain it all away, drain it all away. So I really hope these tips have helped you if you are going through something like this, where you are dealing with negativity. It's no fun. You deserve better. I know you do. So look after yourself, stand in your power, express who you really are, and just don't give your power away anymore. And start to attract supportive, loving people into your life, because that is who you are. Much love.